Okay, friends, this is before, during, and after. It's going to be 3 videos, each one maybe 5 minutes long. So have a 15-minute cumulative video. I want you to see just what they look like before we start. This is one of the 4-hour manifolds. It's kind of gross. Let me try to go in here and you can see. Come on, where is it? Right here. Kind of disgusting. You can see inside the tube. And then the tube next to it is right here. I don't know if the camera's going to get, yeah, you can see it now. A lot of crud in there. Stuff that comes out of them. And here they are over here. Some more stuff from J2 Precision Hose, also known as Precision Motorworks. This one is actually pretty clean. You don't see them flaking on the inside usually too much, but this one is. The side covers are always usually pretty clean, but that's all that stuff. And then got these old wheels to do. These are off of an old Toyota 4Runner. And I don't know why I didn't think of this, but on the 79 car, we did not get these over to the painter. I don't know. They might have 2 of them. He might have already painted them, but I don't know. So these are extras, so I'm going to blast these. I know for a fact he did not get these door handles. These are for the 79. It was just buried at the time. I didn't even think about sourcing them and finding them. So I've got them here now and I'm going to blast them and take them over there. And then this is other various stuff for different customers and their jobs. And some of my stuff is in here, so this is what it looks like before. I'm almost ready to get cracking and get going. The dust collector is not full, which is good. I double checked that last month. So there's nothing worse than getting going on this and having the dust collector. Oh, I'm no longer going to function. It stops everything, which really is a big pain in the you-know-what. So all the equipment, I've cleaned it, serviced the air blowdown valve filter thingy. This hose is probably at the end of its life. I've got to eventually change that, but I think it'll work for another little bit. So that's it. Next time I film will be with stuff halfway done. Okay, so I'm stopping partially through the big load of stuff to blast and just taking a moment to share with you what it looks like in the blasting process. As I said I would do, it's a dirty, nasty, filthy, disgusting deal. What's cool about doing this is you can really see what the markings are on the wheels and products when I'm done. These things were powder coated. These are motorcycle brackets. They're perfect, ready to go. feels heavy. I'm used to all the magnesium. So this process is ongoing. I haven't done any of those yet, so there we go. Okay, this is another video in between blasting so you can see just what I'm doing. I'm filling up the blasting mechanism, the blasting hopper, with some more plastic. This is called seasoning the mix. Seasoning the plastic, because as the stuff wears out, it becomes very, very small. But when it's very small, like that stuff in the corner there, right up there by my finger, as it becomes smaller, it's at the end of its lifespan. That's usually when it cuts the best. So I oftentimes don't load it up with the new stuff very quickly. Because I don't want to overwhelm the system with just all brand new plastic, because it binds up. It binds up down here in the bottom in those valving mechanisms. So I try not to let that happen. So progress is ongoing. See ya. See the brand new plastic media. It's brand new and it interlocks with each individual granule. And so I have to work it down through the grate. After I use it a couple times, the stuff will fall right through, no problem. This grate here catches debris. Anything that gets in there, maybe inside of an intake manifold pipe, there's some paper, somebody stuffed up in there. Could be some debris, big paint chunks like that. So I always work it down through whenever I add fresh, brand new blasting media to the mix. Not quite sure where that came from. Okay. Now let me go shake down the bags a little bit. This is the dust collector. You got to do that periodically to shake the dust down. It helps it work a lot better. There we go. It's time to start up again. Okay, now part of the process of doing this is maintenance on my equipment. Just had a blowout. It's been wearing out for quite a while. Not surprising. Things do wear out. So this connector, this 3/4 inch piece of pipe, I'm going to try to remove that. I don't know if I have any more of these clamps, these Crowfoot clamping devices. I can't remember the proper name for it, but 3/4 inch. I think I do. If I do not, I'm going to have to go get some right now. But just try to fix that, get it fixed, and get back into operations. Might want to get a new nozzle too. Just see how the thickness is of this. So I'm going to keep this out and measure it. I've got the measuring sticks to put in there. So this and that, I got to look for new ones. I do have more nozzles, but they're smaller. So we'll see how I'm going to fix this. It's an easy fix. Done it multiple times before. Got one of these manifolds almost done. Not fully, but it is what it is. And here's what it looks like inside there. Okay, back to work. Just so you know, this kind of work is expensive. Maintaining the equipment, the stuff that wears out, is a lot of money. So when I hear my customers, sometimes, occasionally, not very often, but occasionally bitch about costs, this is why. I'm going to show you right now. Okay, back on this hose. I replaced the end that was worn out. I had the other pieces. I keep a lot of stuff on standby as extras and spares. And I felt the hose a little bit. And I felt a couple spongy areas, which means the hose is soon to fail. So when I have this long blasting hose out, this small diameter blasting hose, I go ahead and I fix it. I repair it. This one right here is questionable also. This one I just changed last time, but let me show you this. This headlight, or this blasting light, it's about $500. These little lenses, these are not cheap. You replace it, you put the new one in, then you put the protective sheathing around it right here, put it back together, put it back in service, make it work, make it run really well, so I can give you customers high quality product like this. It's a step-by-step process, making sure it happens for y'all. There you go. Juice! More to come. Okay, it's time to swap out manifolds off of the rotisserie. Put another one on it. Now just wash it out. Now put the other one on. One done, 3 to go. Always working a cam cover too at the same time. Just to make sure it's all done efficiently and as quickly as possible. Saves time and money. See ya. Hey, good morning, friends. Outside of an engine builder, I am probably the only person that sees the differences in the intake manifold of the Porsche 928. These areas here that are cut and more polished out, that is the port matched areas that Porsche engineers did on these vehicles to match up your intake manifold to your heads. Okay, that's what they did. There's nothing to hide here. This is the reality. So I highly recommend you do not do the manifold exchange program, because you don't get your same uniquely designed engine system. You don't get it back. You don't get the same stuff back. Look at the measurement differences right there. The proof is right here, friends. This is a 2R manifold. The one over here I first showed you is a 4R manifold. There are distinct differences. Keep your own stuff. Here's the proof right here. Okay, these are done, ready to go to powder. Bye. Hey, Porsche friends, Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope 2025 brings everybody blessings and joy and happiness and all that good stuff. Cam covers, let's talk about them. I do want you to see that the insides are covered with powder coating or some kind of coating from Porsche, from the factory. They do occasionally chip. However, I've ran tests on mine with oil sitting on the inside valley here for about 2 weeks, no chipping, nothing, blah, blah, blah. So the reason why I do coat the entire thing is because the powder coating needs to link into every single molecule around the item. If I leave this edge blank, and meaning don't do the inside, just the outside, out here is very, very vulnerable to chipping. I've seen it happen. I don't want it to happen to you. I don't want it to happen to me because I'm a Porsche guy. So I do it right for you all the time as if it is my own. Choose! Hey, friends. I just finished 10 hours, a little bit more than 10 hours of media blasting. The majority of that time was spent on these Porsche 928 parts. They are done. Only one cam cover needs some welding and metal repair, which I will do later this week. This is magnesium, so it has to be done with a magnesium rod. Not something your average Bubba will do. But since I'm a trained professional school-taught welder, guess what? We'll make it happen. So here's everything after about, as I said, a lot of time getting it all done. My little rotisserie I built for just holding and handling the S4 GT or GTS manifolds. There we go. Choose.